Hey everyone, this week we're supposed to be talking about what we like to see in a book on the road to a happy ending. Um, I'm not really sure how to go about this topic because I'm not a fan of having books that just go from one end to the other. There's not really much in between. I mean, I know when you're dealing with contemporary and stuff, there's not really a lot you can add in to really make it turn out where it has all the twists and turns that you would see in a lot of other genres, but I feel like there's ways you can do it, and I've seen authors do it in contemporary and everything. But mainly, I'm just a person that likes books that has a lot of twists and turns, and you don't really know how the book's going to turn out, whether it's going to be a happy ending or a sad ending or what. I mean, one prime example of that that I can remember right off the top of my head would be Reawakened by Ada Adams. That book, when I was reading it, Ada does a really good job of making you think something will turn out one way, but then it completely turns out a different way. And that's something I like to see when authors have the ability to kind of deceive the readers to make them think something's going to happen, but it doesn't happen, or it does happen, but with some major differences compared to what you were thinking it was going to happen. And I love that, and I think that's something that a lot of authors really need to try and focus on, because I feel like that helps keep the reader's attention and to help with that road to the ending, to make it something enjoyable, to not make it just plain and simple. But I really love that when the authors can really make you think something and then completely blow it out of the water, whether it be in a happy way, sad way, whatever the case might be. I'm not going to go into any spoilers or anything, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But that's something I love to see in books, and I hope that more authors will start doing that, because I have a lot of cases where I'll love a book, but it's not really something that left me guessing as far as the story goes. It'll be a straight line from beginning to finish. You know what's going to happen next. You can predict the ending fairly clearly. That's just not very fun for me. I mean, I might love the book because I love the characters, I like the story, but I really want something, I really want some meat in the story that really changes things up, that makes me wonder, could it possibly be this outcome or this outcome? Could it be positive, negative, whatever the case might be? But I just want something that can make it just not so straight of a line from the beginning to end. And I think if more authors start doing that, it'd be a really great thing. I mean, I know in young adult you see a lot of it, especially in any genre outside contemporary. And from what I hear about new adult and things like that, there's a lot of it in there. So I'm hoping that more authors will pick up on it, that it's sometimes good to have a straightforward book, but most of the times it's more fun for the readers and everything else to have books that kind of sway from that straightforward path and give them something to really try and figure out or decide for themselves what might happen. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I kind of rambled, and I was trying to get the point across, and hopefully I did. But yeah, that's it for me this week, and I'll see you next week.